just got back from watching Glass, the new movie from M. Night Shyamalan, which is the third part of the Unbreakable trilogy, which is, I guess, 19 years in the making. And I've got to say, this movie has a lot of mixed reviews from reviewers. And so whenever a movie has a lot of mixed reviews, I am very, very curious to see what the movie is all about. This movie was on my radar for a long time, and I've been waiting a long time to see it. I think a lot of people were hotly anticipating this movie, so I was really glad to be able to go today and see the movie. And now I kind of want to give you my thoughts. I'm going to give you fair warning. I think that I will have spoilers in this, so if you haven't seen Glass or Unbreakable or Split, maybe it's not a good idea to watch this video quite yet. So let's see where to begin. I think overall, I actually enjoyed Glass. Overall, I really did. It was a slow-paced movie, and I have nothing against slow-paced movies, as long as they're really interesting, and I think this one was. It was paced slower. There's not a ton of action in this movie, although there's some action, but not like a ton of action. And I think M. Night, when he made this movie, was really going against some people's expectations, because maybe you're expecting one thing and the movie hints at like a huge fight at this big tower that's being erected, and that never really happens. So in that case, I guess you could be disappointed in that if you're expecting a huge showdown, which there is with Bruce Willis's character and James McAvoy's character, the Horde. One thing that I really did like about this movie is you saw a lot of characters from the previous movies in this movie. It was really cool to see Bruce Willis's son in this movie. He was kind of like the Oracle. He was kind of in the background giving his dad like intel on where to go, and he's looking for the Horde at the beginning of the movie, who had captured like 4 girls and they were going to be killed, and Bruce Willis is able to save them. That was really cool. Now from there, it cuts pretty quick to them getting captured and then all being put in an insane asylum to be sort of grilled over and worked on by this psychologist or psychotherapist or whatever it is. And she's trying to tell the 3 of them with Mr. Glass, Samuel L. Jackson's character, that they're all crazy, and the superhero stuff that they're thinking, it's just all in their head. Lo and behold, here's the big spoiler, she actually knows that they're superheroes. She's part of this secret society that that knows about superheroes, and they're trying to stop superheroes from getting out into the world, because they're trying to keep like a balance. They don't want superheroes to be revealed. So they're trying to keep everything under wraps, and so she's trying to actually convince them that, hey, you guys aren't really superheroes. This is kind of like a cuckoo mental thing that you guys are going through, and so just stop it now, and we'll be good. But of course they can't, and they end up fighting each other, and she thinks that she's taking care of the problem because all 3 of the main characters in this movie end up dying. And she's like, okay, they all died, this problem is taken care of, except that Mr. Glass had an even bigger dubious plan and sent out footage that she didn't think would be sent out of all them bending steel and flipping cars over to the public. And so it's released, and so Mr. Glass eventually, I guess, won, because he was able to reveal himself to the world and reveal that there are superheroes and supervillains and superpowers that actually exist, which the secret society was trying to keep under wraps. I think the secret society is what some people have a problem with, because we've never seen the secret society before. It just kind of shows up in this third act. I would say it was one of M. Night's twists, because suddenly there's a secret society and she ends up working for them, and there's not really any clues that tell you she's part of a secret society till the very end. And so I think that's what some people had a problem with. Also, that the 3 main characters did die, and some of them died just kind of willy-nilly. For example, a lot of people hate how Bruce Willis's character died. He was just drowned in a puddle with some goons from the secret society. I personally didn't have a problem with that. I'm just somebody, and maybe this is something that's just wrong with me, but I just like taking the movie in, and I saw how he was killed, and it was sort of the plan of the secret society to do this. And I think it was all a part of Mr. Glass's plan anyways, because I've heard it said that he was on a suicide run. This whole thing was a suicide run to be known, to let people know who they were. He knew that they weren't going to make it out. He knew that, and maybe he did know about this society. I think he did, because he knew that they weren't going to get out alive. So that's why he sent out those emails with the footage of them using their superpowers to their family and all that, so they could spread it to the rest of the world. So it is a bit unbelievable, I suppose, and maybe not the best in terms of cohesion, because there's not a whole lot leading up to it. But I really enjoyed the movie, and I would see it again. I think it's worth seeing, and I think and this is how I go into a movie, I try to go in with zero expectations. This movie's hard to go in with zero expectations because of just how much hype is around this movie. But if you go in with zero expectations, enjoy yourself, I think you will enjoy this movie. And I really enjoyed the movie. So hopefully you will too when you see it. Or you've probably seen it because I told you this is a spoiler review, and I hope you didn't watch this and have me tell you all the secrets, because that would suck. Overall, I would rate this movie 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 black sheeps out of 5. I think it's well worth seeing. I think it was beautifully shot. I love the acting in it. Everyone's talking about McAvoy, but I think across the board, everyone was great. The movie was a blast to see in the theater, and the colors, the visuals, the artistry, I think it's all there. It's a fabulous movie. And if you want to talk about it with me, go ahead and leave some comments down below, and hopefully you'll subscribe to the channel as well. Well, thanks for watching. Hopefully you'll see Glass soon. This is just my initial thoughts on it. But, yeah, I'd love to know what you think. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.